first of all, this is the main page. Once you get here, everything should look perfectly centered and aesthetically pleasing if you have the correct font dimensions. So the label is just our title in the middle, and the horizontal arrangements are just here, these rectangles and squares, to evenly space everything out to make it look pretty. If those horizontal arrangements were not here, everything will be mushed at the top and look just ugly in general, which is why they are here. Don't worry, they don't show up on your phone. And finally, we have a label number 2 down here for our copyright, just so everyone knows that we made this. And the background is this aesthetic wallpaper, just so everything looks a bit cute and not flat with one color. As you can see, we have 3 buttons, button 1, button 2, button 3. So once you click on them, what they do is basically they send you to different screens. They send you to different activities, which is why the blocks just consist of 3 very simple ones. When you click on button 3, you open activity page. Click on button 1, you open vocabulary page. Click on button 2, you open karaoke page. And I will show you right now how those pages look. So click on vocabulary number, and you will go to the avocad page. You will arrive here, our second page, or the vocabulary page. As you can see, we have a lot of components over here. So horizontal arrangements are so that you can put things side by side horizontally. If you don't have that, then everything will just be above and below like these other buttons over here. So once you have a horizontal arrangement, we go ahead and put in label 1, which are these instructions, and button 1, which is the play and pause button. If you click on it, the song will play. If you click on it again, the song will pause. And what makes up the most of this page are our list pickers. So list pickers is basically when you click on a button, a list will come out. So over here, the buttons are basically lyrics of the song, and if you find any words that you are unsure of, just click on that line and a list of complicated words should come out along with their definition. And you can continue clicking on all of them to see all of the definitions of the complicated words on each line. So I'll show you the blocks for this page. As you can see, we have a lot of blocks for this page, unfortunately. It just keeps going. First things first is the button 1. If player 1 is over here, player 1 is playing. If that is false, which means if player 1 is not playing, then call player 1 to start. The song will play. However, if it is already playing, then else call player 1 to pause. Okay? And next, the copy pasting ones are basically our list pickers. So when you click on list picker 1, you get a set of numbers, and those numbers make a list. So you have to input the definitions manually, but then after you do that, all you have to do is just copy paste these two, okay? And make list picker number 2. So list picker number 2, you get a new set of numbers and initialize that numbers, and then you can make a list for a different set of words. And you will continue on until the end, and we had 16 list pickers, so we had to do this 16 times. So that's basically page 2. Once you press on the home button, you go back to screen 1. Once you're back to screen 1, you click on pronunciation, and you go to the pronunciation page. This was the easiest thing to do. All that's on this page is just the label, the instruction, and a video player. So once you click on it on your phone, it will play. Once you click pause, it will pause. And there are absolutely no blocks for this because there are no movements on this page, just a simple video player. Then when you go back to the main screen, you can click on the last one, which is find the correct word. So once you get there, you get to the activity page. First of all, you have the label, identify the word, and then you have the instructions on label 3. And then you have an image. So as you can notice, there's just an image button, but there's no source. And that is because we have a lot of different sources for that image. We make it change throughout the entire game. If you scroll to the bottom, there are 2 buttons. There's a speak and a next button, and a speech recognizer and a notifier. So these are non-visible components, but it has been added to the screen. A notifier is basically that thing that comes out at the end of a game when you lose or you win, and it says game over, start again. And a speech recognizer is basically just your phone's voice recorder. I'll show you what happens when these buttons are clicked on. So as you can see, these are our blocks. They're also quite complicated. So first of all is the initialize objects to make a list. So these are our pictures, okay? I wanted 3 pictures to continuously change. And then after that, we also have object names. So the first image, dream, the equivalent for that is dreaming. And then the second one, soar JPG, is soaring, shimmer JPG is shimmering. So once you click on button 1 is the speak button, then your phone's speech recognizer will initialize. So when you click on it, the speech recognizer will start, and then you will have to say out the word. For example, the first picture is dream. The correct word is dreaming. If you say something like sleeping, the speech recognizer will head on over here. If the speech recognizer recognizes what you're saying, if you're saying dreaming for number 1, then the label will read good job. If you say something else like sleeping, then the label will come out with try again. And finally, after that, we will talk a little bit about the notifier, which is button 2. If your objects have already equaled to 3, if you're at the last third page, then the notifier will be called, and then this will come out. The message will come out, you're done, activity over, go back. And then you can go back to the main page. Just click on the home button. Alright, so that's basically how everything works for this page. It was the most complicated page to do, and all you have to do is press on back once you're done to hit the main screen. So that's basically how our application works. I'll attach a video after this about how it looks on my phone, and have a good day everyone. Bye bye.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?